Very good morning, rather good afternoon to all of you. Honorable guest, Professor Dr. U.K. Mishra sir, Professor R.K. Sinha ma'am, Professor Javed sir, Muni, Purnima, Sunal, Joydeep, and all respective participants who are all PhD scholars, some of them teachers, PG students, and dear friends. We were listening to a very good lecture, to a very magnificent lecture from Professor R.K. Sinha ma'am and Professor U.K. Mishra sir. U.K. Mishra sir, particularly I think he gave the broad perspectives, the boundaries of our workshop, around which we have to keep on moving. So far as my role is concerned, I think my role is that of a cook. I have to go in a corner, I have to cook the meal or whatever the dishes I have to cook and then serve to all of you. If the guests are here, I don't have that kind of a broad learning. So I think I'm a practitioner of this creative thing. At a limited scale, of course. I don't have much to boast of in my belt, but few things I have. So I would just like to share with you because as Madam Sinha told you that very short time I had to come here for my suspending my responsibilities as a principal. I'm a very recent one as a principal in a government college. So I have to come here in off-hand manner. But even then, I think I may be able to justify because I was out here as a resource person. That will take some time for me. That session will be quite interactive. The second session will be interactive. And this session, I just want to tell you the same things which the other speakers will tell you. Creative writing. We have creative writing workshop with imagination in motion. Why this motion? Imagination is always in motion. Imagination is the most dynamic thing. Because imagination is the key, the golden key to the creative writing. Rather, it's the soul of all literature. Every other thing is just a form. Whether it be poetry, drama, fiction, travel, non-fiction, fantasy fiction, flash fiction, whatever it is. They are just the forms which we see. Some of them are very disciplined, rhyme. Some of them are free verse. In some novels, it's a very kind of, we don't have anything true. Not necessarily all creative writings are telling the truth. No. That is the creative non-fiction in which we speak the truth creatively. Rather, the creative fiction is something in which you have a very 100%, you're free to write anything like. You write a letter and the entire novel will end in a letter itself. For example, in 2008, the Booker Prize winner perhaps was Arvind Adiga, The White Tiger. That was a letter. That was a letter written to the Chinese premier. And the entire novel goes like that. Recently also, the same way it goes on. It's what is known as creativity. So I have got some very practical lessons for you people because I have been quite a close follower of that thing for some time, say for a decade or so. Although I am not a creative writer, I write, I have authored few books of criticism, I have authored few books of creativity also, I have composed a few poems in English, I have dared to, I'm afraid Professor Mishra is here, is looking at me askance. But then I think no language is foreign to you. No language is foreign. I think myself is Guru Rahaman and Urdu is quite foreign to me. I don't know the alphabet. Dr. Javed is my friend, he knows it very well. I don't know Urdu. I know Sanskrit. I have been educated in, I know Sanskrit. I can speak Sanskrit, I can read Sanskrit. But I don't know Urdu. I don't know Persian. So Sanskrit is my native language, for that matter. Same way, we belong to India. Hindi is very much native to us. All of us, I mean the North Indian at least. But can all of us write in Hindi? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It all depends in which language you feel yourself to be natural. And that is where the difference between AI and NI. Sir was telling about AI, that's why I came on this topic. And ma'am also was telling. Artificial intelligence and natural intelligence. So this is my point. We need to be naturally intelligent to create something, not artificially intelligent. Artificial intelligence is just a prompt. You get a prompt. And in this world, when we have entered this phase of the 21st century, I think we can't help it. We have to take help of it. People are taking help of it. Researchers, scientists, and I think even creative writers might have been taking, but I think so far as imagination is concerned, it's not that artificial. It should be natural. Just a very short example, a small instance I want to give. Just the other moment when the lamp was lighted out here, and we said, ma'am said, let's light the lamp of turning out here and the sparks. Imagination is the spark. It's the glue. It's the glue which holds the narrative together. But the lamp which it was lighting and all of us we started speaking and listening to all the words, the lamp was just going on lighted. But gradually, the oil in the wick, they went dry. All the wicks, they went dry. And gradually the lights went off. And ultimately, ma'am had to order for its removal from here. Can you tell me a few sentences of creativity on this? Just tell me, for example, just a few sentences. Did anything went to your mind, or you just typed for your chat GPT, but I don't think it came to my mind that we should not show light to the sun. Otherwise, our oil will go off. धीरे धीरे खत्म हो जाएगी वो रोशनी हमें सूरज को प्रकाश दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है वो खत्म हो गए just one moment there could be so many various kinds of versions from each and every one of you and we wish to incite encourage you how to work on that. Everyone knows we have to keep on writing for every day, so many sessions. There are so many books I have brought, and the pages of the books I think might have been telling you that they are more than decades old. But I am carrying them. I have gone through them so many times, and I start writing, but sometimes the writer's block comes in. I am working on a fiction. Now it's just about to end. So I have brought just a few pages from the beginning, which I will read in the next session. One of my poetry collections, it has come out from Delhi Publications. I think in the next week, I think 10 days it will come. It has the soft copy of the book is with me. Framed fragments, collection of 22 poems, all not right now written, over the years. That's why collected poems. Sometimes when your mood is gloomy, you just keep sitting in the balcony of your room or in the khanyar of your house, wherever you are, or on the riverbank side. Let your imagination roam free as circle. Imagination is not to be reined in at all. If you read in the imagination, within the confines of your rhyme or whatever is the rhythm, everything, I think things won't come out. Let it, maybe at times, it will automatically rhyme out. Just the other day, one of my friends sent me some poem in Hindi, just one page of Hindi, few lines. I said, was this some kind of a modern Hindi poetry or something like I think I translated that. At around the wee hours of the night, I translated it into English. So I think something about something, the meaning was clear. Amazing like you, someone amazing like you, if you have someone amazing like you. Then say, yeah, that is the spirit. Because I'm not very much expert in Hindi, the words, the terminologies, and each and everything. But if you know the spirit, you should know the spirit. And you want to write creatively, funny. No purpose. You should have the hang of it. You should have the passion for it. I have to keep on writing. Not that I have to become a writer. Writer is not a profession. To become a poet is not a profession. As I think Shakespeare said that, the poet, the lover, and the lunatic all belong to the same category. So, yeah. So, nobody wants to become a lunatic. Huh? Maybe some of them or some of us are lovers, and then the poet. Every one of us aspire to be poets. Maybe we are just the rhymesters. तो बंदी करने कर सकते हैं लेकिन poet बनना बहुत मुश्किल है. One of the most difficult things. So this way, when we go on, I think the sessions will go on in the next session, hands-on activities. This session I want to restrict to the general speeches. Honorable guests are here. If they permit me, because I have to take all of my books in front of me from each and everything, I will speak to you about the different genre-specific techniques. You must have, genre-specific techniques. This is the problem when you don't have proper. And one बोल विद्यार्थी का बस्ता भारी होता है ना. और कहना चाहिए आपके सारे विद्यार्थी स्टूडेंट्स हैं and you are about to become the honorable. Huh? No. So when Madam called me, some Professor Neeraj was about to come here from Magadh University, go there, but he couldn't make it because of some preoccupations. He told me, if you can spare your time. So I was happy enough because in that dry, atmosphere of doing the job of a principal, that's the job of a dignified clerk, nothing more than that. One of my teachers is very much present here. Colleague. So we are doing our job there, but some kind of an attraction, passion for such kind of gathering, writers' companions, would-be writers, budding poets, they call for us. When they call us, I have to go. Whatever, I have to make myself present at least physically if I am not able to give you much. Yeah, and I couldn't go back on my words when I promised her that I am coming. So, we have time for the session?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's an hour.
We have 1 hour.
An hour or so, yes. So that is sufficient. And this system, this public address system was working on its own mood. The moment it blared on, and again when its mood was off, it was kicked off, it will keep silent like this. Hello, yeah, it's alive. It's working. I'm not been able to cull so many informations from my old books, but whatever, well, could be of some help to you people. Creative writing is the journey. Everyone now I think come to know it's a journey, it's not a destination, it's not a goal, not a target at all. It's not a target. I have to become a creative writer. No. You have to keep on writing. People keep on writing for lifelong, but they don't get anything. Take the example of Kiran Desai. She is the daughter of Anita Desai. She is getting accolades, national accolades, awards and everything, but her mother, Anita Desai, wrote so many novels, and beautiful novels, but still, she is not waiting for any award or any prizes like it. It's a passion. She will keep on teaching in US, wherever she is in US, and she is doing her job. She is going on, she is keeping on writing. Still, I think she is past 80, but still she is writing and publishing. And teaching also, creative skills, yes. I had a chance, I think, 4 years back, to attend UEA. Hello? You are off. Anyway, no problem. So UEA, Eritrea School of Creative Writing, MFA, one of the programs, master's program, which was very costly there. So online, I attended it online. That's why the thickest book down the line. LaPlante, Alice LaPlante. She was the course coordinator. So she compiled all of our workings, our short fictions, whatever we wrote online and offline. So those have been published. So I was one of those fortunate enough to have been belonging to a Mufassil town like Kishanganj and becoming here and doing the duties of a professor
or an associate professor, whatever it is, and at that time attending those sessions by informing our principal also. Yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, you go on, carry on. So that way I came to know, because you have to associate yourself with some kind of a writing group. Otherwise, if you keep on writing as in an ivory tower, keeping yourself isolated, that won't help. Because whatever you write, and you write like a madcap, whatever comes to your mind, any flash of imagination, any spark, you're going in the market, you see something, you see two boys, very poor chaps, poor kids, picking up racks, and something comes to your mind, you start writing off. Just going back home or coming to the college to your classes, you start writing. Yeah, I saw this thing. Just damn with your grammar, damn with the sentence structure, whatever it is, the words. You go on writing. And when you stop writing, then you see, yeah. Give your friend, see what I have written. Get the feedback. This is rubbish, what have you written? How can this is rubbish? This is my expression of the imagination which I got. I got this imagination. Again you sit, you go on edit. You keep on editing that thing. That is what is tranquility. As you people said, poetry is nothing as I said. It's nothing. It's a spontaneous overflow of powerful emotions recollected. Recollected is the key word in tranquility. When you are tranquil, at peace, you just recollect it. Edit it. Try to edit it. First draft is nothing. First draft is just the beginning. Main thing, the magic happens
also involves creativity.
Editing
also. While editing the text, you create something new.
You create something new. You make it richer. The arrangement of the words, the sentences, arrangement of the ideas, progression of the ideas. So I should not write this thing. I should write this thing this way and that way. Something, the suggestions which come from your peer group, if you have a peer group. So you should do that. And in that thing, if you want to take some help of the AI, no problem with that. AI, it is the age of the AI. It's the age of the AI.
That's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous though. And AI, I think it is, endangering the individual freedom of the humanity. And I think that will take another Vinasha for us to disinvent those things. Another Vinasha for disinvention of these things. I always curse AI, computers, mobiles, internet, each and everything. If you just disinvent this thing, the world will be so beautiful. Again, this is the poets, it's a poet's slam. So, this was one thing. General specific, first of all, you start with the small things. You start with a short story. No, it's not working, no. It's not working. Short story is a glimpse into a moment. It's not a complete story. And as the short story, the name itself suggests, you have to concentrate on one single aspect. And you don't have to reveal that aspect. You don't have to tell about the purpose of the short story, or you don't come at a lesson. Perhaps, am I right? You don't have to come at a lesson. No, that lesson has to be inferred from the readers, by the readers. And that should be given critically. It should be cryptic. But a short story also requires some kind of character development. It also requires some kind of plot construction. Then the storytelling, the art of storytelling, in which we have, there should be pacing. Pacing, you have to control the movement or the moment, rather the speed of the story. Otherwise, what happens? I think I have coined a word of sustained release of suspense, so that the reader is, he gets interested in your story till the end. He won't drop your book. He won't drop your story. He will keep on. He will think down. So you have to keep sustained release of suspense. Suspense. Not all of a sudden. That is known as pacing. Then you have C, conflict. Conflict and tension, makes the story interesting, and in my opinion, it's a foil. It's a counterfoil, you can call it, or a foil. Prince Hall in, I think, Henry IV, he says, Prince Hall says, I'm doing all these highway robberies and all these things. Although I'm a prince, but I want to see the life of the
common people. So that when they become a king, I should see from their perspective. And I can be able to, I should be able to do welfare of the people from their perspective. Along with Foster, you know, when we form welfare,
Yes.
yeah. In the same way, tension and conflict is a foil which does not only make the storyline great and suspenseful, it also gives the dynamism to the story. It also gives a foil against which the characters, act and react. Only then the characters become great. Yeah, the character is very good. It is the protagonist. It is the protagonist's action and that becomes all the more powerful and effective in the face of the foil. That foil is conflict and tension. That is another thing. In the same way, so far as the short story is concerned, I think you have some freedom about the plot line. Plot line is also there. But you don't have that much of a space to create the entire plot structure. It's not a novel. It's not a big novel or a play or drama. So you have to deal within, say, 35 to 5,000 words or something like that. It depends. Nowadays, it's the time of flash fictions also.
Yes.
Just a few, one paragraph is enough. 3-4 sentences, flash fiction, it is finished. So there are so many flash fictions also. You can take a course. I think we consider you people to be mature enough not to give you the definitions of short story, novels, flash fictions, fantasy fictions, nothing else you people know it. But what is most required, the lesson which we should talk, it's not a lesson line, it's just a point of discussion that you should start working on how to frame a short story or a novel or a play. The very first thing is you take a sheet, imagine what is the storyline. You imagine the beginning. Imagine how the story will progress. Imagine how the story will reach the climax and the denouement. How it will reach the anti-climax or the conclusion, the end of it. So in the same way, you can see it. What is it? Just an invitation card? Very old, 2016. Something else. But I took that out. Whatever paper I got, I wrote the structure of the fiction, of the novel. And now I'm working on it, rather I have already worked on it. I won't tell you the title. Well, it's The Freak. The Freak. Then part 1, part 2, there is the epilogue, then there is the prologue, then there is the epilogue. There are 6 parts. Whatever story you are writing, if you are writing it in the immediate context, it means you have to create, you have to give it an imaginary shape. The name should not be the same, place names, people names, or it should not, it should not be relatable to very immediate families or someone else. This is the basic thing, because a disclaimer before the book, a disclaimer has to be written by the author that I never meant it to hurt anyone's sentiments. It's not personal, it's not against anyone like that. That's why we have to do it. And you have to just make a rough sketch of what you want to tell through the story. I, for one, just want to share. And that way you can also devise more things. I'm not just showing it off to you because I like you. I don't have much to tell about you. The physical, practical thing is most important. Yes, I want to write this story about anything, a story about a girl, about a boy, or about a person, about an old man, a poor man, or a rich man, or rags to riches story as the way goes. Just the other way, the Booker Prize has been given to the rags to riches story. So that's an Hungarian author. Do you know? Huh?
Yes,
Yeah, you should be interested that way also. So chalk out all the things of the story. And then all the parts you write, you have the whole story in your mind. that may take, I think, weeks or months together. And those things you should take down in a diary of your own. You should be a good diarist that way. You should be a good writer on the Facebook. You should be a good writer on whatever social media you follow, like Insta, FB, WhatsApp, whatever it is. That way you write something every day. If you are a poet, a budding poet, just write, scribble something and then put it on your Facebook. Nobody is going to object it. It's yours now. Maybe somebody will make a mockery of it. I can't it there. Okay, that's it. But people read it. People read it and gave the reactions now. That way you will come to know what it's not good. The next time I will improve. Like take it is putting you. Take it is putting you. Don't take it, don't take it around. I keep on writing. Just unabashedly. But then, people who have the courage or who have the inclination to write some few poetic lines or literary lines, as we know what is literary, it is creative. Creative is literary, nothing more, nothing less. A day will come in your life when you will write something and people will appreciate fantastic, marvelous, awesome, whatever it is, the reaction that you will get. You keep on. The most important thing that you will do is, because creative writing is like a muscle. You have to exercise it. Every day you keep on exercising it. Say for a few hours, for a few minutes, whatever it is. Keep on writing.
Hone the talent.
Yeah, you have to hone the talent. Hone the talent. You have to hone the talent. You have to sharpen the talent. The way and dialogue formation. Dialogue formation is very crucial that way. Because इसको हम कहते हैं बलबक करना, लॉन्ग से बलबक करना. Dialogue formation. How is a dialogue spoken? It's not spoken like a grammatical English or grammatical sentence. No, never. That's a completely, conversationalist style. You should know that. And even if you don't do that, you do it in your own style. In your native style, Bhojpuri, Mathli, whatever it is, Angika, whatever it is. I have to write this only. Let people think whatever you think. I have to go on writing like this. And what about Chinua Achebe? The same thing, I think Chinua Achebe got the Nobel Prize for Things Fall Apart. He was writing a novel of wrestlers, and in his own African way. In his own African way. English, Britishers colonized us and they oppressed us so much. Why should we follow their way? I would like this in my own way. What did Salman Rushdie do in 1987? What did he do? Midnight Children. What did he do? Why did he get this prize? Booker Prize, way back in 1981. In 80 or 81? 80. Yeah. For Midnight Children. 81. And after that, when interviewers asked him, why did you write this novel like a kid? Well, that is a way of my chutneyfication of English. Yeah. Because we hate the Britishers, but of course that is another thing that he took a shelter there in Britain and still is in the shelter. With one eye gone.
Yes.
He is paying a very heavy price for creative writing. So we are paying nothing. We are paying nothing. We should be also prepared to pay some price for it. At least by spending our some hours. By spending our sincere purpose. We have to be sincere in our purpose. We have to keep on writing, keep it, show it to ma'am, show it to sir here, show it to Javed sir. There's so brilliant teachers out here in the English department, particularly of Bharat University. And they can't boast of the English department of their murder. It's depleting there. But even then, there might be some black sheep. We don't know the dark horses. So what we have to do, whatever is within our right. We have to keep on writing. We have to decide, and it is not a watertight compartment. Like when you write short story, it's not mandated that poetry is prohibited for you. When you write poetry, short story, or fiction is not prohibited for you. Non-fiction, memoir is also there. Memoir is very good. Subse easy thing, very easy. You go on writing memoir. Right from the days of school days which you remember, when your elder brother or your father or mother, papa or mummy used to carry जबरदस्ती चलो स्कूल जाना है पकड़ के ले जाना वो याद करना और we have to write it in English and we have don't just written things, don't tell, show them. As George Bernard Shaw said, you don't have to show it, you don't have to tell it, you have to show it through descriptions. अब कह रहे हैं कि बहुत सुहाना है मौसम, it's very beautiful. No, that won't suffice. You have to say it's moonlit night and cool breeze is blowing like this. Not telling कि